Buddy. The believer. The believer. We got the party pony on the board, everybody. Good morning to you. We got the party pony on the board this morning. Good morning, Rasmus World. Jay Gilbert, Mr. Charles, the believer. Rasmus World, Jay Gilbert. Holy moly, Batman. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? It is Thursday. Good morning, my beauties. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Who was green in the markets yesterday? If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. Good morning, Jade. Good morning, Adrian. We're nice and clear now, huh? Look at that camera now. Is that Shelly Stringer? Shelly, look at that camera now. Oh, we are crisp. Are we crisp, everybody, or are we crisp? Good morning, my powder. User. John Wheat. Carl Little. Oscar Urbano. Dennis Epperly. There he is. How are yous? I never knew there were so many adjustments you had to make to a camera when you got it. I thought you just plug it in and off you go. Oh, no, 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 my friends. Nothing is easy. I am now, I was 99% convinced nothing was easy. Now I'm 100% convinced nothing is easy in this life. Daniel Mead. Hello, everybody. We got a new gift on the board. It is the party pony. We got the party pony, Jessica Pilak. Yes. Hello, Zen. Zen Method. I can't wait to shave my head, everybody. I mean, Illinois girl, good morning. We didn't do SPY yet. Zen Method. Yo, Michelle is here. Let's go. 200,000 taps. Share it out. Repost this bad boy. Let's get to work. Good morning, everyone. My name is Voss. Hope you all are doing well. I've been doing this 21 years. A couple more weeks, it'll be 22 years. All right. Right now, the SPY is in a neutral state. Position 1 to the downside. Yesterday, we had COIN on watch in the VIP. I hope you got it like I did. Anybody? Anybody? Am I the only one? Maybe. SPY. Right now, we are in position 1 to the downside. We're starting to settle down now here in the markets, which is good. We got room down to 676. First stop on this market. Now, if we look above us, traders, what do we have here? Well, we have a lot of resistance right here. You see all this resistance right here? Look at this. Woo, 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 woo. This is all resistance. We have to get over this, my beauties. We have to get over 690. And then you have room up to 698. Anything long, you're waiting until you get over 690. If you come through here, you're waiting for that retest, and then you're going up to 698. Do not trade, trying to trade through all this resistance. Because as we pull this back, everybody, let me show you something. If you try to go long, not knowing what you're doing, you are trying to go long through the 20, the 200, all of this resistance. It's not going to end well. okay? So keep that in mind. The cues. If you just listen to me, your trading is going to turn around drastically. All right? I'm telling you now. Right now, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside here on the cues. All right, let's see what we got. All right, Das Qs, let's go. Neutral, position 1. You got a nice straight shoot down to 594. 594 area is your first level of support. Yes. You got to get back over 208. Over 208, and then you have room up to 617.44. Let's head over to COIN. The beauty of COIN, the gift that keeps on giving for the Voss man. Look at that beauty. Long right there. Boom. We nailed that sucker. Let's go. Look at that coin. We had coin on watch. I hope you guys got it yesterday, okay? Right now on coin for today, as we pull this back, we are in a wide state on coin to the downside. Now, traders, we are in a wide state. Yes, it is. Dad bod. Thank you, my dad bod. Marcus, Mr. Dave, JL Haba, Christopher Miller, Mr. SLG, Jay Gilbert. Ooh, boom. Let's go, my beauties. All right, we're in a wide state here on coin. So we are not looking this way. Look, we are not looking that way. You are looking that way. All right, not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. That's another reason why you're not looking to go short. We got the granddaddy of them all right there. Look at that bad boy, huh? All right, here we go on coin. Let's pull her back. She's definitely not on watch today. Above 168. Once you're narrow, you'll have room up to 174 and 180. All right. To the downside, 161 is your major support level here on coin. Hello, my Carl. How are you? Make sure over there on the YT, everybody hit that thumbs up. Keep tapping. Let's go. Zach, good morning to you, my Zach. How are you? We got 3 more party ponies on the board. Get those ponies, everybody. MU. Right now, we are in a narrow state on MU. We are in the whip zone here on MU this morning, everybody. We are almost at the end of another week in the markets. They just go by and by and by. All right, MU, we got room up to 428.50. 428.50 here on MU. Mark that down, please. I just got to sign into this 1 second and we'll finish it. $248. Okay, we have room up to 428.50 to the upside here on MU. Back under 416.45, you have room down to 413, my beauties. 413 on MU. IWM. IWM. Let's see what we got here. IWM, we are in a neutral state. We're starting to get a little wide to the downside here. And what we do, traders, as we pull this back, we are putting in our major support and resistance levels. These are the white lines that you see going up on the screen. You will hit most of these levels throughout the day. Not all of them, but most of them. Under 260, 284, you do have room down to 259. I wouldn't take it. You're starting to get a little wide. Back over 265.07. You have room up to 267 and 269 this morning on IWM. Carl Little, are we tapping over there? Do I have to go check? NQ. All right, NQ to the moon. Let's see. We are in a neutral state on NQ. NQ's very easy. You got to get over 25, 134.50. Then you have room up to 25, 485.50. Back under 24, 861, under the base, under the whole number. And you got room down to 24, 576.50. My beauties, my beautiful traders. DW, hello, my DW. Thank you, Mr. Dave. And Zen Method, Mr. Dave. Thank you. Microsoft and Meta coming up. Microsoft and Meta. All right. Microsoft, first stop, and then the old Meta. Let's see what we got here on Microsoft. We got the Galaxies on the board. Who we got? Mr. Dave. Boom. Thank you, Mr. Dave. My love. I love you, Mr. Dave. Zen Method. Shelley Stringer, the dog it. Ow! Thank you, Shelley. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Thank you, Zen Method. Michael Hart. Let's go, Michael Hart. Thank you so much. Thank you, the four of you. Much love to you. Virtual hug. Bringing it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Tap the back. Virtual hug. Okay. Above $400.50, we have room up to 405 on Microsoft. 405 this morning. Back under 398.92. You got room down to 394.50 on Microsoft. If you want to know what is on watch every single day, you got to be in the VIP. That is one of the millions of perks you get in the VIP. You are going to head over to thevoshTrading.com right here. This is where you go to get into the VIP. Or you could just click the LINK in the BIO. Let's do a little Meta to the moon. Let's see what we got here on Meta. Meta, we are narrow. Yes, it is on Meta. We are narrow on Meta. We are in the whip zone here on Meta. Bam. God, I love these levels. All right, here we go. Let's pull it back. We are narrow. We are in the whip zone above 644.50. You have room up to 657. Now, as you come into this area right here, 657, that'll be a major resistance level. Major supply zone up here at 657. Back under 636, you got room down to 628.41. That'll be your first stop here, okay? You got a double bottom right here, and then you have room down to 619 on Meta. Let's go over to Tesla to the moon. Let's see what we got here on Tesla. We got some donuts. Let's go hammer those donuts, my beauties. Right now, we are in a neutral state on Tesla. We are in position 2 on Tesla in this neutral state, my traders. Bam! Let's go! Tesla, we are in a bearish neutral state. You are in position 2. Your first level of support here will be 401. 401, yes. Above 413.61 right here, above the whip zone. You have room up to 418. That'll be your first stop on Tesla. And then we have room up to 427.50. In the blink of an eye, Tesla can go from 0 to hero. Remember that. Hims and hers. Hims and hers, my beauties. Let's go. We are in a wide state on hims and hers. We're starting to get a little wide. We got the novice gap here on hims and hers. That is your gap up in that wide state. Please do not try to take this long at the open for the first 10 to 15 minutes of the day, or you're going to lose bad, okay? Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. And of course, you must trade at your own risk. Trading is risky, traders, and you got to learn how to do it, or you are just wasting your time. All right, hims and hers, this is what we got. We're in a wide state. We got the novice gap. You got room up to 1750. But once you become narrow, you will look for that mark to the upside. On hims and hers for the first 10 minutes, you're just going to chop around. That's all you're going to do. You're going to think you're going to the moon, and then you're going to chop. And then you're going to think you're going to the moon, and you're going to chop. The state of your stock needs to close up on hims and hers. Nvidia, yes it is. We are in a neutral state here on Nvidia. All right, we are in a neutral state on Nvidia. We are currently in the whip zone here on Nvidia. Thank you for all those donuts, Mr. Dave, Said Method, Mr. DSC, Hammer, Bill Boyle. All right, above 189, you got room up to 190.50 and 194 to the upside. Back under 186.91, you have room down to 186, first level of support here on Nvidia. Under 186 with a retest, we got a big channel here, back down to 179. See this channel right here? Right here is Nvidia hanging on for dear life. Ready? Woo! Woo, 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 woo. That's Nvidia hanging out for dear life at 186. Let's see if we can hold Nvidia. Looked like a clothes hanger too, didn't it? Google, let's go. If you are here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. We make you laugh. We make you a great trader. There's a lot of stuff we do in here. Let's pull this back. I want another level of support. And there we go on the Googaroonies. We are in a bearish neutral state on Google this morning. We are in position 1 to the downside on Google. You got room down to 297 on Google. Back over 305. We have room up to 313 on Google. Bitcoin. Let's see, to the moon on Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin, you are in a wide state to the downside. We are in that wide state. I wouldn't be looking any more down. I would start looking up. Let's pull this back here on BTC. All right. Back over 67, 781.20. You got room up to 67, 209.50. And then 67, 968 is. Let's go. Whatever you want, Parsley, put it in the chat, baby. Put the exact pairs in the chat. All right, here we go on AMD. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on AMD. If you're here for the first time or you just got here and wondering what the heck are we doing, we are putting in our major support and resistance levels. These are the white lines that you see coming up on the screen. Back over 201, we got room up to 203. Over 203 with a retest, we have room up to 209 on AMD. Under 197, you got to get under the whole number. Then you got room down to 195 on AMD. Under 195 with a retest, you have room down to 191. Remember, we are in a neutral state on AMD. We are in the whip zone. Anything that tries to fake you out to the upside, you are not taking for the first 5 to 10 minutes. PLTR, yes. PLTR. Whoa. All right, on PLTR currently, we are in a Neutral state, we're starting to get a little wide here. We got another novice gap to the downside. Powder, do you see the novice gap? Yes, it is. Uno, dos, tres. You are not looking that way. You are going to be choppy on this thing at the open, all right? I'm going to warn you now. I'm going to warn you now on PLTR. You try to go to the moon on this thing at the open, you are going to be in a world of pain. Let's see what we got. PLTR as we pull it back. Starting to get a little wide. 313, your first stop of support. 130, your next stop of support. You got to get back over 138, my traders, with a move up to 141 and 145. But your state has to be narrow. 619 with the follow. Yes, thank you, 619, for that follow. We appreciate you. All right, Miss Market. Here we go, everybody. I want you to be the leader. What state are we in on Miss Market? What state is Miss Market in? Thank you for the follow, everybody. I appreciate it. Neutral. Yes, it is. Under 683.95. We got room down to 676 on Miss Market. Anything to the upside, you got to get above a 689.67. Then watch your 690 number right here, okay? Then you have room up to 698. Isaac Friesen, you learn that in the VIP. We will teach you all about states, positions, and market cycle right here, everybody. You're going to head over to thevosstrading.com. The LINK is in the bio. The Qs. All right, the Qs. We know we got to get back over 608. Above 608, you have room up to 617. Under 603, you have room down to 594. GBPUSD. Whoops. British and the U.S. pound. Let's see what we got. Now let me go. Yeah. Probably got to pay extra for it. Amazon. Sometimes trading view is very hanky. There's like one or two things every day it won't let you pull up. All right, here we go. We're in the narrow state on Amazon. We are in position 1 to the downside here on Amazon. Let's go. Bam, bam. Look at that. Bam. All right, on Amazon currently right now, above 205.50, you have room up to 213 on Amazon. 213 on Amazon, okay? Right now, you're in position 1. You're in a narrow state. Looks good. You got room down to 202 to the downside on Amazon. Intel, yes, it is. Thank you for all those donuts, everybody. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. We got some baseball caps. We got a new one. The baseball cap. I look pretty good with a baseball cap on. We are starting to get a little wide here on Intel. A little wide on Intel, position 1. Thank you, everybody, in the TT chat. I appreciate that. There it is! Sin! Mid! Fed! Shelly Stringer! Let's go, my beauties. We missed you yesterday, Shelly. I hope everything's okay, sweetheart. We are in a wide state on Intel. Tracy, you know which way you're not going. You got room down to $44. That's your last level of support, Tracy, okay? Whoa. Back over 46.38 on Intel. You have room up to $47.50 and then $48. As you come into this Intel right here between $47.50 and $48, you have a lot of resistance right there. Mr. Dave! Mr. Dave! Christina Zan! Yes! Look how beautiful that camera is, everybody. You can see like my real beard now. You can see my hair that's growing in. See? Look at that. All right, here we go on AVGO. Can't wait to get these bandages off. Holy moly. Boy, does it get itchy with the healing process. All right, here we go. AVGO. I got a funny thing to tell you guys in a second. You're going to laugh your ass off. Above 336.50, you have room up to 346.50 on AVGO, okay? Under 331.06, we have room down to 327 on AVGO. I had them implant a chip into my head to make me smarter. Now I can predict things like 2 weeks before they happen. So I was with a friend the other day, and he says, "What happened?" I said, "Oh, nothing happened. This is the new trend. You didn't know that? It's called the bandage effect. You just put the bandages on you, and everyone just hangs out. And you go like this." And he's looking at me like I have 6 heads. I said, "I'm serious. Put bandages on your head. Everyone's doing it now, man." Of course, he didn't believe me. The real wizard, the Wizard of Oz, will set you free. Candy! Thank you, my candy. COHR. I want to know why that pair didn't come up for my brother over there. We'll try it again. Any Forex pairs, just put them in the chat. We'll try them. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on COHR this morning. I think I got to buy another subscription. I will for you guys if a lot of you trade Forex. All right, because I want to help you as best as we can. All right, COHR, we are in a bearish neutral state under 221, under the whole number. Do not trade into 221 for a short. Under 221, and then you have room down to 208, okay? Back over 229.23 over the base. You have room up to 241 and 247. Border be free. There we go. We got it. See, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Isn't that amazing? All right, here we go. We are starting to get a little wide here on GBPUSD. Starting to get a little wide. Nothing changes, folks. The instrument that you trade is irrelevant. You must learn price action. Price action is king. What a lot of traders like to do is they always start off with options. They don't do very well. They head over to futures. They don't do very well there either. Then they head over to Forex, then penny stocks. It is not the instrument. It is you. You don't know how to trade, and we will teach you how. Above 134.904, you got room up to 135.280. 280. Back under 134.96, you have room down to 133.959. Hello, Simret. Hello, my beauties. My beautiful. I love being with you guys every day. I love being with you guys every day. I love you guys, man. We are in a narrow state on MU, position 1. You got room up to 428.50. Under 416.50, you got room down to 413. TEM, Tempest to the moon. Let's see what we got. I hope you enjoy being with me as much as I enjoy being with you. All right, here we go. We are in a neutral state. Little narrow. All right, we're in position 2 to the upside here on TEM. All right, here we go on Tempest AI. Neutral, position 2. You got room up to $62. That is your first step. $62, Manny Escobar. How are you, my brother? Under 55.50, you got room down to $54. Yes, the VIP is where I'm going to teach you the why we do this, why it works so well, all of that. And in the VIP, I'm going to change your trading dramatically for the better, okay? I am that confident. Coin, let's see what we got. If you bring in a good work ethic, of course. We are in a wide state to the downside on coin. Under 163.27, 161 is your last stop of support here, okay? Because you're in a wide state. Back over 168, you got room up to 174, and then you got room up to 180 on coin. Let's go, my beauties. Daniela, Yulita, Jules, Paolo, Losi, Candy. Thank you, my Candy. Thank you, my beauty. I appreciate you, my Candy. Bump, 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 bump. CRWV, CoreWeave coming to a theater near you. All right, here we go on CoreWeave. Right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on CoreWeave. Yes, it is. Let's see what we got. Bum, 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 bum. All right, CRWV above $96. We got room up to 101 on CoreWeave. Under 92.45 right here, beautiful. You have room down to $88 on CRWV. Let's go, Nick. How are you, my Nick? Good to see you. You the man. No, you the man. CV Carvana. Right now, we are in a narrow state on CVNA. CVNA. All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state, but Houston, we have a problem. Look at that gap down. Holy moly. Look at that gap down. What position are we in, everybody? What position are we in, everybody? Just got to send this one quick thing. We're in position 3. You got major support, my beauties, right here. 328, major support. Do not short into support, okay? Do not short into support. Your 50% retracement level will be here at 345. So what the hell does that mean, Voss? As you are coming back up, if you stay under 345, you could look for a short in a narrow state to the downside. Above 345 with a retest, you're coming back through the whip zone on Carvana. Hello, VST. How are you, my friend? Paulo with the donuts. Michael Hart. Paulo. Yes, Striker. Z7. Yes, it is. Let's go. Robin Hood. We got a little Robin Hood. All right, Robin Hood right now, we're starting to get a little wide here. We are neutral right now, starting to get a little wide. We are in position 1 to the downside on Robin Hood. All right, here we go. Are we ready? Robin Hood, neutral, getting a little wide. You have room down to $72. Mark that down. That is your next level of major support. Back over $76.25. We have room up to $79 on Robinhood, but we're not looking long until our state tightens up, okay? VST. Please tell VST what he gets in the VIP. Michael Hart, thank you. RDDT. Reddit. Let's get you some Reddit, my beauties. We got some more donuts on the board. Reddit, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone. Let's go. Whip zone, narrow state on Reddit. Bam. All right, as we pull this back, your execution time frame this morning on Reddit above 148. You got to get over the whole number. You'll have room up to 152 this morning on Reddit. Under 145. Under the whip zone is 145.28. We do not trade into a whole number. Get under it. Then you have room down to 143 and 141. Nvidia. Nvidia to the moon. Nothing goes to the moon, folks. Above 189, you have room up to 190.40. Above 190.40, you have room up to 194 on Nvidia. You got to get back under 185.90, under this pivot point, and then you have room down to 180 on Nvidia. Let's go, John Wheat. What's up, John Wheat? Let's go. Bring the heat, everybody. Aaron, all nonsense. You're welcome, Farmer Doug. Good to see you, my brother. PayPal, yes. The gift that keeps on giving. PayPal, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on PayPal. Narrow whip zone, right where we want them, everybody. Let's go. All right, here we go on PayPal. Are we ready as we dial this back? Above 41.61, we got room up to 42.42 on PayPal. Mark that down. Under 41.31. Watch the whole number, okay? 41.31, you have room down to $41. Under $41 with the retest, you have room down to $40.65. Mark that down on PayPal. If you want to know what's on watch, you got to be in the VIP. Ultra PO. Silver and gold, silver and gold. Let's see what we got on silver. Let's go finish those donuts so we can get to them roses. Right now on silver, we are narrow. We are in position 2 to the upside on silver. Watch that 15-minute 200. It is a doozy right there. Watch that sucker, all right? As we pull this back on silver, we are in a narrow state. Position 2, 71.50 is your first stop on silver. 71.50. Above that with a retest, you have room up to $80 on silver, okay? Back under 68.71, you have room down to $67 and then $65 on silver. Thank you, John. Michelle, my bell. Let's go, baby. Yes. We got some roses on the board this morning for our beautiful ladies. INFQ. All right, we got the old penny stock. Let's see what we got here. INFQ. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 here on INFQ. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Must have been an IPO. All right, here we go. Above 14.82, you have room up to $16 and $16.50 to the upside on INFQ. Under 14.13, watch the whole number, $14. You got room back down to $13 here on INFQ. How many taps are we at? We are at 102,000. We are on our way up to 200,000. Let's go, my beauties. Let's go. Gold. Let's do gold. I love you guys. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on gold this morning. Gold's getting a little choppy here. All right, here we go on gold. Narrow. We need to get above 459.36. Clear the base, and you have room up to 464 on gold this morning. Back under 457.33. Watch the whole number, 457, my beauties. And then you have room down to 455. Let's go. Look at those arrows. Look at those arrows. Pop-Up, thank you so much. Tarot, thank you, my Tarot. Jade, yes. Michelle, Candy, Striker, Rev. The Coin and Rooney. Hold on, everybody. We got one. Are we ready? We got one. Hold on, we got one. Yes, finally. Yes, it is, Rocco. How you doing? Hey, a little gabagool for some Rocco. Rocco says I should do this and just make up numbers up and down the chart. Rocco, I'm sorry that the mob can't do anything anymore because of all the cameras out there. But if you want to learn how to trade, Rocco, stop being a little bitch and I'll teach you. But no bitches, please. Have a good day, Rocco. Have a good day. The Wizard of Oz shall set you free. Everyone, reply to Rocco right now. Say gabagool. Put gabagool to Rocco. Make sure you reply to him. Coin, neutral state. You got room down to 161 on coin. We needed one today, folks. We didn't have one yet, so he was it. Above 168, we got room up to 174 and 180 on coin. Hey, Rocco, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? PLTR, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside. You got room down on 130 and 127 on PLTR. He's either that or a plumber, folks. Above 138, we got room up to 141 and 145 on PLTR. Gabagoo Rocco, how you doing? Oracle. All right, Oracle, we are in a narrow state. This is a good one, folks, to trade. All right, just watch the spread on this a few times. But if you trade this properly, bam, 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 bam. Here we go on Oracle. Whoop. We are narrow, position 1 on Oracle. You have room up to 162 on Oracle. 162. Back under 155 here on Oracle. We got room down to 151. Yes, it is. Good morning, Kevin Mahan. Good to see you, my beauties. Let's go. Let's go. Apple. All right, Apple, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside, okay? Starting to get into that position 2 area. But right here, you got the granddaddy of them all. Do not short into that support level. It will not end well. All right, Apple. Under 261.95, you have room down to 256. on Apple, okay? You're not trading into these 200s. You're not going to go anywhere. You got to get under it, retest it. Then you have room down to 256. Back over 265.53. Watch the whole number of 266. And then you have room up to 269 and 271.55. Ivan Dabovich, how are you? Gabagool. You got that right, Ivan. We got everyone saying Gabagool. All right, Yvonne the Beautiful. Here we go, baby. Above 205.50. You got room up to 213, my Yvonne. Right now, you're in position 2 in a bullish neutral state. You have room down to 202, Ivan Dapovich. IWM. Yes, the VIP is open. You ask, I tell. Here's how you get into the VIP, my beauties. You're going to head over to thevosstrading.com. You can just type that into your URL, or you can just click the BIO, the link in the BIO, and that'll get you to where you need to go. Right now, IWM, bearish neutral, position 1. We got room down to 259. 259 will be your first stop. Above 265.07, you have room up to 267 and 269. Wall Streets, thank you, Zen, Bill Boyle, Danielle, K. Braden, Adorable Dad, for the roses. Let's go, my beauties. The Googaroonies, the Goog Man. If you're here doing Forex, just tell me the pairs. We'll do them for you, all right? We are in a bearish neutral state currently. We're in the whip zone here on Google. Under 302, you got room down to 297. Watch the 300 level here, okay? 300, 100, 200, yada, yada, yada. They are major psychological support and resistance levels. Back over 305, you have room up to 313 on Google. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. Thank you for all the follows, everybody. I appreciate you. Much love. A little euro. Let's see what we got here on this Forex. Right now, we are in a, starting to get a little wide here. You're neutral, starting to get a little wide. As we come up the board, my beauties, let's see what we got. Boom. All right, let's pull this back. All right, under 117.474, you got room down to 117.293, but you're getting wide. So anything this way is going to be weak. Now, you got to get back over 117.883. You'll have room up to 1182, all right? That whole number right here. But anything to the upside, traders, is going to be a little weak also because of the state of your stock. This will be a little choppy. Until that 20 starts hooking up, you're going to be a little chop. But you want to start looking this way, not that way, okay? Thank you, Wiz. Nobody beats the Wiz. Yes, it is. Tesla. Let's go. We got a few more roses to finish off, my beauties. Jonathan Robinson, good to see you. Jonathan, do you want to learn how to trade? Is that what you're asking? Tesla, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside. You got room down to 401. That is a major support level. 401 on Tesla. Above 413.61, you have room up to 418 on Tesla. Michelle, my bell. Everyone put my bell in the chat for Michelle. Put my bell. Let's go. MU, you're in a narrow state. You're in the whip zone. Above 421.25, you have room up to 428.50 and 438. Back under 416.45, you have room down to 413. This is your first level of support. And then 402 is your next level of support. My bell! Yes, it is. Let's go! I got to get a bell, Michelle. We got to get a bell. I said me bell, but I meant my bell. You know what I meant, right? Thank you for the follow, Navi. John McGarvey. Yes, it is. PayPal, narrow whip zone above 41.61. You have room up to 42.42, 42.50 area. Under 41.31, you have room down to the hold number, $41 and 40.65. One thing about PayPal, I'm going to give you a little secret. Who wants to hear it? Yes, Ivan Dapovich. Who wants to hear the little secret about PayPal? You got to trade it in the first 15 minutes of the day. 20 minutes. After about a half hour, it goes to sleep. Thank you for all the roses. Yes. Here's a new one. Let's do a little Star Rider. Look at that thing. What is this thing? Star Rider. SoFi. Let's see what we got. That cute little Star Rider. Look at that little thing. Little goo goo gagas right there. Little dinosaur, everybody. You see the little goo goos? All right, SoFi right now, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside on SoFi. If you're just coming in, look at that. Oh, baby. Michelle Michael Hart. Yes, it is. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Holy moly. I love that. That's pretty cute. I got to show my daughters that one. All right, here we go on SoFi. We're in a bearish neutral state. We're in position 2. You got room down to $19. $19 is going to be major support here for you, okay? Back over 1978, we have room up to 2050 area on SoFi. Zen Method, Alex, Manuel, Michelle, seen you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. What are you looking for, Midwest? Midwest, what are we looking for, my brother? Cummins, what's the thing on that again, Kelsey? I forget. Apple, yes, it is. Let's see what we got on Apple. All right, Apple, this is your problem to the downside. Let me show you. Okay? All of this right here on Apple is support. So as you come into this box, it's just whippy mess of support. You have to get under 261.95. Under 261.95, and then you have room down to 256 on Apple, okay? Above 265.53, you'll have room up to 269. CMI! Let's see. I think tomorrow we have the whatchamacallit, don't we? The GDP. Am I correct about that? GDP tomorrow? All right, right now we are in a wide state on CMI. Let's not forget to get the rest of our Star Riders. Can't leave those little cutie things. Whoops. Nope, that's good. Okay, CMI. It's almost like PMI. Under 589.65, we have room down to 578.50. 578.50. Above 597, you got room up to 609 and 618. Kelsey Grammer. What's up, B More? How you doing, eh? Alex, at first I thought that said, can you look at rocket balls? For some reason, that's what it looked like. Give me the symbol. RKLB. Thought it said rocket balls. I was like, okay. Okay. All right, we are in a narrow state on RKLB. Yes, it is. Let's see what we got here, my brothers and my sisters. Okay, here we go on RKLB. Right now we are narrow, Alex. Under, you got to get under 73. Not into 73, under 73. And then you have room down to $71. Back over 74.64, you have room up to $76. That'll be your first stop. But the golden goose and clearing the base, Alex, above 76, you got room up to $80. Netflix. No? Nobody wants to finish off these little itty bitty, what do we call this thing? The Star Rider, the little dinosaur. He's Google Gaga. Look, someone sent a Star Rider. Let me show you. Somebody sent a Star Rider. Let me show you Google Gaga. We are in NFLX. We are in Netflix. We are in the whip zone. We are in a narrow state on Netflix. I don't want to miss it. I'm going to show you guys something if you send it. Let's see what we got. Boom, 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 boom. All right, Netflix above 78. Above 78.27, we have room up to $79 on NFLX. Yes, back under 77. Watch this, ready? Oh, little cuckoo caca. Hello, little cuckoo caca. Under 77.39, you have room down to $77 on Netflix, okay? Under 77 with a retest, you have room down to $75 on Netflix. You see that little goo-goose? Goo-goose. Meme coins? I mean, I don't waste my time with that. Just trade the stock market, my friends. I will teach you. Well, anything I teach you works on any instrument, but you got to be consistent. Too many traders that are going from Forex to crypto to equities to options to penny stocks to futures. They're jumping all over the place trying to see what the easiest thing is to get rich that they can find. Nothing will work. You have to learn how to trade price action. It doesn't matter what you trade. K-Braided, Ty Buzz. Are we ready, my beauties? You know what it's time for. Can we finish off the Star Riders? It is time for roll call. Ty Buzz, K-Braden, Alex, Zen Method, Manuel, Michelle Mybell, Michael Hart, oh wow, Striker, Daniela, seen you, Bill Boyle, Wall Streeters, Danielle, K. Braden, Adorable Dad, Taro, Pop Pop, Life Wonders, John, Candy, Striker, Michael Hart, Zen Method, Rev, Andrew the Believer, Paulo, Z7, thank you Z7, Jules, Daniela, Yulina, Paulo, Losi, Christina Zen, Mr. Dave, yes, Mighty Dr. One Fly, Manuel, Christopher, Mr. D, Hammer, Robin Bird, thank you, Robin. Dad Bod, Sierra, Shabazz, Marcus, JDM, Mr. SLG, Jessica Pylock, Jules Swims, Stevie B, User, Powder, Jay Gilbert, Rasmin World, Mr. Charles. Thank you, everyone, for all of those donations today. We love you. We love you, everybody. Come in for a virtual hug. 1, 2, 3, virtual hug. Got to tap the back. You got to tap the back. Okay? Get in that VIP. We will teach you how to trade. We will make you a 10 times better trader than you are now. There's no doubt about it. VIP, we'll see you here in about 2 minutes. Remember, make the world a better place. Give somebody a hug today. All right? And remember, as always, patience, discipline. That's how we trade the markets. Know your state, your position, your market cycle, your support and resistance. Don't forget those, okay? And trade your high probability setups. Know the characteristics of your setup. Don't gamble, don't guess, or it's going to be a mess. All right? We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning. All new VIPers that join today, we will welcome you with open arms in the VIP chat. Have a great one, everybody. Tanner, you are going to head over, for all of you asking about the VIP, you are going to head over to thevoshTrading.com. Link is in the bio, or just type that in to your browser.